What's up everyone, it's Unsung NPC back here with another class video. Today we're looking at the Warpriest. I love the Warpriest. I don't usually play religious casters. I don't like worshipping gods in video games, but I think that the Warpriest has some really cool powers, and I think that they're very interesting and a lot more versatile than you'd think they were. And who doesn't love divine casting? Am I right? So yeah, the Warpriest. High fortitude, high will, low reflex, average BAB, so 3, 4. They go up to 6 level spells. They use wisdom and they memorize spells in spell slots. And they start with 8 HP. So a pretty average start here, but 2 saves, 2 high saves is good. Athletics, lore religion, knowledge world, knowledge arcana, persuasion. Cool. Now, these guys are pretty simple. So, you've got proficiency with everything except tower shields, right? And then you can either spontaneously cure or inflict based on whether you're good or evil, and if you're neutral, you can select which one you want. Okay? You've also got sacred weapons. So, you're going to get weapon focus at first level, which is really cool, and you get to pick any weapon you want that you are proficient in, and then that weapon will become a sacred weapon. Your deity's favored weapon can also act as a sacred weapon without you needing weapon focus in it, but you might as well just weapon focus in whatever weapon you want and just never change, because it's better to just stick with one weapon that you think is good. And so any weapon you put weapon focus on for, which again, I don't recommend doing too many, if at all more than one, because you're gonna waste feats doing that. But whichever one you do, you get sacred weapon bonuses. So +1, and then it goes up all the way until it's +5. And instead of taking those enhancement bonuses, you could instead take Flaming Frost, Keen, Shock, Brilliant Energy, and then based on your alignment, you can take Anarchic, Unholy, Holy, or Axiomatic. Okay? It's a swift action to do it, another swift action to stop, okay? And then you can use it a number of rounds per day equal to your level, and you don't have to use all the rounds at once, so it's not consecutive. You also get Sacred Armor, okay? So Sacred Armor works on whatever armor you're wearing, doesn't matter, okay? Also goes up to +5, or you can trade in those pluses for energy resistance, normal, improved, greater, fortification, light, moderate, or heavy, glamored, or spell resistance, 13, 15, 17, 19. Okay, so obviously the higher of the thing you're doing, the more of that enhancement bonus you're taking away. Fortification, I've been told, helps negate things like precision damage and crits. Energy resistance is simple, spell resistance is simple. Glamored, I don't know what Glamored does. I've never ever seen that playing the tabletop or even messing around with this. So, but yeah. You'll get 5 points of that, and when you get to the 5th point, you can do like the high levels of the defense trade-in that you want. So, also pretty cool. You also get an ability called Fervor. So Fervor kind of lets you do some quick healing ability or harming ability. Okay? So you can do this number of times per day equal to half your level plus your wisdom modifier. Okay, so wisdom is the key here. Okay, it's a touch thing, and it can work on healing it 1d6 plus 1d6 for every 3 levels. Okay, to a maximum of 7d6 healing. 7d6, not 76. It's a standard action. If you use it on yourself, it's a swift action. Or you can harm undead creatures. If you're evil, you instead do Fervor for inflict wounds instead of cure. And if you're neutral, you pick whatever you chose for spontaneously casting is what you get for Fervor. So it's just like a little tiny, it's kind of like Lay on Hands almost. It's similar to Lay on Hands. You also get Channel Energy, which is awesome. We love the Channel Energy class feature. And then you get bonus combat feats every now and then, which is super cool. You also get Aspect of War at 20th level. So once per day is a swift action. You treat your level as your base attack bonus, giving you full BAB. And then you gain DR 10, and you can move at full speed regardless of the armor you're wearing. And then in addition, any blessings you have don't count against the daily limit of blessings that your blessings may have, okay? And this ability lasts for a whole minute, which is pretty cool. It's a cool level 20 ability. It's probably one of the most interesting out of all the classes, because a lot of the level 20 abilities leave, you know, much to be desired, and I think this one's actually pretty cool. So blessings. Blessings are powers you get based on the god that you worship. So each god has different domains, and instead of domains, they're called blessings. So the powers are slightly different, but the names of all of them are exactly the same. Okay? So you can use a number of times per day equal to 3 plus your level. Okay? And then your DC is equal to 10 plus half the level plus your wisdom modifier. Alright? I am going to go over, like scroll over them, and then let you guys, if you want to pause and read them, then you can. Okay? So we have air, animal, chaos, darkness, death, destruction, earth, evil, fire, good, healing, law, liberation, luck, magic, nobility, protection, repose, strength, sun, travel, one of my favorites, trickery, also a good one, water, weather, madness. Don't know why madness is out of alphabetical order, but it is. So these are the blessings. Based on your god, you have a selection that you can choose from. You get to choose 2 blessings, which is always fun. Okay, and that's the Warpriest. Obviously, they cast divine spells, so you'll see a lot of cleric spells up through level 6. It's the cleric spell list. There's not a lot of alteration to it. Okay, now we're gonna go through the different archetypes. Woo! Champion of the Faith. So Champion of the Faith is slightly different. Basically, you choose an alignment, okay? So you choose chaotic, evil, good, or lawful. All right, you have to make sure that you are that alignment, and you also, you know, your deity works towards that alignment. Make sure that all lines up correctly. Okay, then you get an opposed alignment. So good and evil oppose, law and chaos oppose. So you can be chaotic good, but you still pick one, either chaotic or good, and then have your opposed. So you pick one to focus on, and then you have your opposed, which you're going to get things against. So you have Sacred Weapon aligned, which your weapon aligns to your alignment. Overcoming damage reduction. Remember, this is only your chosen alignment. You also get Smite. Okay, so you can smite the person who's your opposed alignment, basically. And it works the same way that like any other smite does. Okay, you do add your charisma bonus instead of wisdom, I think. It says charisma on here. I'm wondering though, because I know like things that were normally charisma bonuses for clerics work with wisdom for Warpriest, but I'm wondering if smite's the same way. But it looks like it's charisma, and then it works the same way that a smite would on a paladin. Okay? You lose your sacred weapon stuff completely. No sacred weapon, no channel energy. None of that. You also get sacred weapon enchant weapon. And you can enchant it for those alignment traits that you could have gotten for sacred weapon. And then they last for a minute. And you can use it once, then twice, then 3 times per day. And then you get 1 blessing related to your god, and then one of your blessings needs to be the alignment blessing that you get for your chosen alignment. So it's kind of locking you into one of your blessings. I think that the only way this archetype is good is if you're doing good alignment choice and going against all of the evil demons, or choosing law and going against all of the chaotic enemies. Law versus chaotic might actually be better, because I think there's more chaotic overall than there are evil. But if you're not doing law or good, if you're doing chaotic or evil, then I would stay away from this archetype as much as you can, because I don't think it's going to be helpful for you. Next is the Cult Leader. So Cult Leader sacrifices a few bonus feats for 66 sneak attack, which you can take accomplished sneak attacker to improve. Okay, you lose out on these proficiencies, and now you're only proficient with simple weapons, hand crossbow, rapier, short bow, short sword, light armor, and shield. So you're like a roguey. You're a roguey Warpriest. Okay, you get +2 to stealth checks. You get enthrall. So you fascinate all within the 30-foot radius. If they fail their will saves, they are fascinated for a number of rounds equal to your wisdom modifier. Using it consumes 2 counts of your fervor ability. You also don't get channel energy. And then you get hide in plain sight, so you can use the stealth skill even while being watched. Okay? So you're kind of a roguey. This is kind of a roguey archetype. I think in the tabletop you also get more stuff towards persuasion, but they didn't do that here. But yeah, this is kind of a roguey enthrall ability type of archetype here. But I mean, getting up to like 7d6 sneak attack with accomplished sneak attacker, and then get mythic sneak attacker, you can still do quite a bit of damage. Disenchanter, I've actually played a lot as this one, and it's really fun because there's a lot of demons with magic, and the best way to help with that is to dispel all of that magic. And it's actually a lot easier than you think it would be to do so if you pump up dispel magic feats, caster level checks, things like that. And then even on core difficulty, it was pretty easy to dispel most of like the big boss people's like defense spells. So you lose channel and you lose your bonus feats. You replace them with these bonus feats, which are kind of like different spell focused bonus feats. So knowledge arcana, spell focus abjuration, things to your saves, okay? And then eventually you add destructive dispel and ray shield to your thing. You also add dispel synergy, improved great fortitude, improved iron will, improved lightning reflex. So they really give you all those dispel magic feats, which is really cool setup. You also get banish enchantment. So as a standard action, you can consume 2 uses of fervor to to hit a creature with a targeted dispel, which is very fun. And then you get mystic interference. So mystic interference, you have a channel energy, but instead of channeling positive or negative energy, you channel this like mystical energy, and it gives everyone +1 saving throws against all spells for a number of rounds equal to your Warpriest level. It's a sacred bonus if you're good, and it's evil. It's a profane bonus if you're evil. So profane and sacred are great because they don't stack with many things in this game. So you'll be able to have those bonuses to your saves without worrying about conflicts. Okay? So very, very cool. And then every few levels it increases. The bonus increases by +1. It becomes +5 by the end. I love it. I think it's awesome. I'm a big fan of that. So Very cool. Targeted dispels, getting all the dispel feats, getting bonuses to saves against spells. Makes you very like spell defensive. And it's one of my favorite archetypes in the game, I think. So it's very, very fun to play. Feral Champion. You get one blessing here, and it's the animal blessing. You don't get any other blessings, okay? And then you give up armor bonuses for being able to shift into a wolf, leopard, bear, Smilodon. That's it. Feral Champion. I don't think it's like it doesn't do very much, but it's not bad. I think it's just different, right? So the idea is like if you want to be a nature Warpriest of like Gazra or something like that, and you want to focus on and you like the idea of being able to shift into an animal, then this is the archetype for you. Especially if you don't like nature magic, if you prefer regular divine magic, then this might be great for you. So you can avoid the druid spell list. Proclaimer. You lose your armor bonuses and you lose fervor and channel energy. And instead, you gain Cleanser of Evil and Zone of Sanctification. So the Cleanser of Evil does holy damage to evil outsiders within 5 feet. Okay, it increases the damage over time, so it's 1d6, then every 3 at 5th level it's 2d6, and then every 3 levels after it's another 1d6. Okay, at 7th level it's 10 feet, and then it expands by 5 feet every 6 levels thereafter, which I think is only 2 more times. Okay, and you can't damage undead or heal. You don't get the fervor or anything. It's just dealing holy damage to evil outsiders only, which does work for this game. But this really only works if you're like a good character, right? And then this is really cool. So you use 2 uses of fervor as a move action to use Cleanser of Evil, okay? And then you can create a Zone of Sanctification, which is if they fail a will save, all the evil outsiders get pushed away until they're out of your area, which is which I think is really funny to picture. I mean, it's still like 5 feet and then 10-foot radius, but it's still pretty cool. So it's just a little bit evil outsiders focused. Everything, a lot of archetypes have, a lot of classes have an archetype. I can talk. A lot of classes have an archetype that just works well specifically against this campaign, and this is that for Warpriest, the Proclaimer. Then we have the Shield Bearer. No armor bonuses. You instead get it as a shield bonus. You get the same qualities you would as an armor, but instead it goes on your shield. And then you still get fortification and spell resistance, but the others turn into arrow deflection, blinding, and reflecting, which are all pretty self-explanatory by their names, which is cool. You also can use your shield as the sacred weapon, because you do get shield bash for free, okay? And you also get your shield bonus on concentration checks to cast defensively, which I think is really cool. And then you can channel energy, but you have to wear your shield, and instead of channeling energy in a radius, you shoot it out like a cone out of your shield, kind of, which is interesting. I don't know, that's cool. I feel like this would be cool for an evil Warpriest, and then you had like a damage living and then just like blasted it out as a cone. I think that would be pretty freaking sweet as an evil archetype. Yeah, but you still get like the same bonuses. It's just Sacred Shield. You can still do weapon focus. You still get weapon focus for free up here, and you can still put a weapon on that and gain the bonuses for that weapon and the shield. Both of them will get your bonuses. It goes for all weapons at the same time. So you get both. So you're not missing out on anything there, which is awesome. So your armor bonuses go to your shield. Your weapon bonuses go to a weapon of your choice and your shield. Okay? So very, very cool there. I really like this archetype if you want to do a shield-focused character. I think if you're doing a shield-focused Warpriest, you have to take Shield Bearer. I think you're just at a loss if you don't. It's cool that they also give you Shield Bash for free. I mean, between Weapon Focus and Shield Bash, you're getting a lot of shit for free at the first level. That's crazy. Very cool. So yeah, basic Warpriest, great in its own right. Champion of the Faith is good if you really want to harbor on that like law and alignment system. Cult Leader is your rogue Warpriest. Disenchanter is your anti-magic character, which love anti-magic. Feral Champion is if you feel like turning into an animal at any point. Proclaimer works better if you're a good guy going against those evil outsiders. And then Shield Bearer is shield-focused Warpriest, which I think works really well if you do an evil character, because I still think blasting a cone of negative energy that hurts living creatures seems very powerful. So I think that's really... Ooh, Lich Shield Bearer, where you can do that and also shoot out a cone of healing undead. Ooh, okay. Evil Lich Shield Bearer, I think is a move. I know Lich's spell list stack with arcane spellcasting, but still, I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, this is Warpriest. One of my favorite classes. I'm not going to say it's my favorite Divine Caster, okay? I know I've said that like 3 other videos. This is not my favorite Divine Caster. I just really like the class. If you thought this video was fun or informative or cool or whatever, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. Love to hear it. Feel free to join the Discord. I stream a few times a week, so also check out those. And be on the lookout for future gameplay video series coming up and more of Wrath of the Righteous videos as well. Yeah, cool. I'm Unsung NPC, and I will catch you guys in the next one.